Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tech Talk podcast. I'm your host, Ania Siddiqui, and I'm thrilled to bring you another exciting episode to explore more cutting edges technology shaping the future. Today, we are diving into one of the most critical topics in the tech industry, which is securing the future of hybrid cloud and AI. These are not just transforming the way we work, but are also redefining what's possible in the digital landscape. So, joining us today is a visionary leader and an expert in the field. He is Saddiq Ameen with extensive experience in the and a keen industry of cloud computing and artificial intelligence. So, uh, let's dive into the today's topic and welcome to the show, Sadek. How are you doing today?
Thank you for the lovely introduction, Ania. I'm doing great, fine, fine.
Okay, you can introduce yourself to our audience, like what you do, what exactly do you do, and what is your experience in the tech industry, and so on.
All right, I'll not take much of my time, but I'll certainly do so. Yes, my name is Saddiq Ameen, and I take care of the IT and security portfolio at Ingram Micro. I have an extensive 20 years of experience in the GCC market, spanning across. And the main job responsibilities that I have is I am a cybersecurity consultant, so I consult. Then I look after the pre-sales. I take care of the solution design. I recommend products. I explore concepts, evangelize product concepts, as well as deliver those concepts in the working environment, which is very, very important. Before we go on with the sale that even happens. So these are my prime job responsibilities.
Okay, that's a lovely introduction. Now let's jump into the heart of the today's topic. Let's make this an interactive session for our audience.
Sure.
Let me begin with the questions. So
Okay.
when you say hybrid cloud, what does that mean, and how does it affect the enterprises when they are not, protected?
Okay. Good question to begin with. Yeah. So basically, when you actually consider the concept of cloud, it just started like before 15 years or maybe less than that, right? So before we were only depending on on-premise environment, right?
Yes.
There was nothing to do much with the cloud, especially with the space.
Mm,
So when the concept of cloud computing started, like a
mm,
kind of decade ago,
yeah.
then people started realizing that there is also a chance that they can start pushing their workloads onto the cloud, like Google or IBM or Amazon.
Mm,
There's so many cloud providers.
yeah.
So basically, hybrid cloud actually means computing in a layman's term. Hybrid cloud actually means computing, by the resources of workload between both on-premise as well as the cloud-based environment. So that's why it is known as a hybrid approach, right? So in
Yeah.
this hybrid approach, there actually comes private as well as public cloud. Okay, so since we are actually denoting the entire setup to be a hybrid, we consider the on-prem to be a private cloud. Yeah. And from here, from the on-prem, we actually connect to the cloud-based applications over there, right? For our computing workloads and different sort of scope and projects that are actually there. So let's say, for example, if a user is trying to connect, right, the first hop probably he should be able to make faster connection will be the cloud, because the application is already hosted there. The database probably is on-prem. So this is the whole concept of hybrid cloud today, right?
Yeah.
Everybody is hybrid, and with scattered workloads and applications that are literally unprotected. When it is on-prem, we have some sort of visibility, but when it goes outside, okay, which is hosted in the cloud and workloads are happening there, visibility reduces because today, as we speak, cloud is not completely defined. We are still trying to explore, right? So the compliance and governance and everything is actually there for the hybrid cloud and security, right? But it is not fully developed. It is being developing. So that's the right thing to put it across. And this is how it affects organizations when it comes to visibility. If you have visibility, only then you will be able to know what to protect, how to protect, what will be the impact, right?
True.
So this is the whole concept where organizations are going today. Most of the organizations have adapted towards, a hybrid cloud strategy and protection in terms of controls and metrics and all that is on the way. They are still fully not protected because there is no visibility at all, right?
Yeah, true. So I agree. That's a great overview, I must say, on hybrid multi-cloud and its effects on the enterprises as well. My next question to you would be, every employee in an organization is using generative AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Capilot, Copilot.
Co-pilot.
One, oh, sorry, Copilot. One of the other way in their everyday use, how does affect the organization when not being protected properly?
You're right. And this is one more interesting question as well, apart from the hybrid cloud. Yeah. So generative AI, as we speak,
Yeah.
we have adopted AI in our everyday life. How do we plan to book a trip to Armenia or Kazakhstan or anywhere else in the world? So we can try to get some, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 checklist, right? So how to cook, recipe, getting a preview list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, steps in terms of adapting to that. So to make jobs much easier, we have adopted AI in our everyday life today. Okay, so well as companies as well. Companies want to actually make sure that they adopt with the ongoing, ChatGPT as well as the generative AI framework, and make sure that a lot of artificial intelligence, can try to help to orchestrate and automate workloads with the help of this, right? But there's a huge problem here, right? When we talk about protection over here, right? There was actually protection based on infrastructure. So IBM as a company has a very proactive protection, right, against the hybrid cloud and the generative AI. Because why? Because this is the future. We are moving towards fast, and we are getting adapted towards these technologies to make sure our workloads are becoming faster. I hope this answers the question. Yeah.
Yes, but the technologies they have become more advanced. You with the example of ChatGPT, each and every single person, they rely on ChatGPT in today's world. So that's how AI today has shaped our world.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
You take our mobiles over here, everybody's mobile, I can challenge that should be having at least one generative
Yeah.
AI. You're talking about ChatGPT or Gemini, which is already
Yeah.
built inside the browser, okay? And also maybe Copilot and all that. All of our Windows systems comes with Copilot by the
Oh,
reality.
yes. Okay, great, great. You have answered perfectly. Now, my last question to you would be like, what about the legacy applications? Like, does IBM security provide to protect them as well?
Very good question as well. See, this is the kind of discussion that most customers want to actually have because they might actually have a legacy application. Let's say, for example, if you have heard about a ERP application by a company called Tally, you know. So it's an application. It's a very legacy application. Not many security vendors or SIM vendors have support
Mm.
of integrating, because of REST APIs and not suitable APIs or integrations and plugins which are actually available with the vendor itself, right? Why it needs to be integrated in order to have visibility, right? So that is the reason why legacy applications are one of the most important ones, which needs to be enabled visibility in order to have the proper amount of protections and controls that needs to be established here. Okay. And IBM being a very global, collaborative, and an international vendor, okay, with its Open Security Alliance, we call this as OSA. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we call this as OSA because IBM, OSA is a program which is started by so many vendors all over the world, and IBM is actually a part of it. Okay, where each and every vendor tries to collaborate with their technology with every other vendor for better integration and better visibility, right? So let's say IBM, okay, has plugins and suitable APIs to integrate with Tally. IBM also has suitable APIs and integration, software and plugins to integrate with Cisco, with Microsoft, with Google, or Forcepoint, CrowdStrike, you name it, IBM actually has. So it's a globalized vendor with the help of its Open Security Alliance has got a beautiful amount of integration with over 500 security vendors all over the world, right? So,
Yeah.
legacy applications today, as we see, they have to be given more importance than the modern applications. We all know that the modern applications will be, however, protected. But if you look at from a perspective, legacy applications are the ones that are going very least protected because you never know the upgrade of software and the update of proper security patches within the suitable span of time. Everything could be a lacking thing when it comes to right. So we need to make sure that there is a proper visibility in the legacy applications, and this is where IBM jumps in, and we offer a robust kind of protection, especially for legacy applications with our solutions that we have. So threat management, it's an award-winning strategy that we have with IBM, QRadar, right?
Yeah.
Then for data protection, we go with Guardian data protection, right?
Yeah.
In data protection, we have different set of products which can give you a complete visibility to monitor, analyze, okay, and eradicate all the threats are actually falling on the databases, on the files, on the servers, and on the hybrid cloud, on the generative AI, and everything else. And thirdly, we have a robust identity and access management, which is an award-winning thing rated by the Gartner this year. Okay, where which is called as IBM Security Verify, which is an identity and access management platform. So it is a global thing. It's a governance tool altogether, which can make sure that your identity from end to end, right? Your identity in transit, all right, in use, okay, and at rest could be protected. So far, we are only talking about data, right? In use,
Mm.
in motion, and at transit, right? But here, we are actually talking about both data as well as identity in use, in motion, and in transit can be protected with the help of our security solutions from IBM.
Okay, you have narrowed down the legacy application perfectly for our audience.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Sadek. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show today. Your insights on hybrid cloud and AI have been incredibly valuable. Thank you once again for joining us, Sadek.
Thank you. Thank you so much, TechXchange team, and I wish you all the best and looking forward to
Thank you.
collaborate more. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Looking forward to collaborate more. And thank you to our listeners for, tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the Tech Talk podcast and stay updated on the future episodes. We'll be back with more inspiring conversations. So until next time, stay curious and stay innovative. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay tuned. Thank you. Okay. Bye.